Minnesota Vikings racked up and stacked up a big-time signature statement win over the greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers Sunday at Lambeau Field, 28-22. So now the question is, are the Vikings starting to round into form? Dalvin Cook is at the height of his powers and actually healthy. Imagine what would happen if he would have stretched at halftime in Seattle. Vikings would be 4-3, but whatever. But is it too little, too late? Can the Vikings still make a run? Because you look at the rest of the schedule on paper. Looks a little daunting, but let's look and go through game by game. Can the Vikings actually get together? Woo! Circle the wagons and make a big-time playoff push? All right, so week 9, you got the Lions, who are 3-4. They just blew a massive game against the Colts. All right, so the Lions started out the game in control. They got the lead, and then the Colts just whack. Thwack. That's what happened. So Lions coming in, all the storylines. You got Adrian, you got J-Ron, you got Everson Griffin coming back into historic U.S. Bank Stadium. Matt Patricia, the rocket scientist, Rocket Man, eating a deli Italian sandwich. Get the hell out of here. He should be fired. Bob Quinn should be fired. Matthew Stafford is massively overrated. Matthew Stafford is basically if Kirk Cousins was the number 1 overall pick. All stats, big arm, no playoff wins, except Kirk has one, so in your face. So, it's finito. Done. Vikings will move to, what would the record be? All right, so they'll be 3-5. Yeah, so there you go. Next up is week 10. So Monday Night Football. You got the greasy, grimy the crooked Chicago Bears. Mixing up my alliteration. The low energy Detroit Lions. Nailed it. Sure, that defense is legit. And as we're recording this, right now, the Saints and the Bears are having a garbage off. But no, Nick Foles can't do anything with these pieces on offense. Yeah, Matt Nagy, we got kick-ass offense. You ain't got nothing. You got garbage. That's exactly what you have. And there's a garbage strike in Chicago, so it's going to be piling up. I think the Vikings will go on the road. Dalvin Cook punch that defense right in the face. Kirk Cousins, somehow, some way, gets his first career Monday night win. Woo! Against the stupid Chicago Bears. All right, so that would put the Vikings at 4-5. Staying alive. Week 11, you got the Cowboys coming to U.S. Bank Stadium, starting off a 3-game home stretch. So, and maybe the Vikings will have fans by then. Who knows? It'll be after the election, but probably not. So it's whatever. So the Cowboys coming in, they're a mess. Injuries all along the offensive line. Dak is gone. Andy Dalton has been concussed. They got Ebene DiNucci coming on in, the pride of James Madison. Go Dukes. It's not going to be enough. Vikings completely handle Dallas. This is supposed to be the original Everson revenge game. They moved it up, but yeah. Week 12, Panthers. Hey, Teddy. I love and respect what Joe Brady has done with Teddy Bridgewater and company this year. You like what they do with Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore. Cool, whatever. Christian McCaffrey could be back by this time. We'll see. But that defense is young, is fast. Jeremy Chin, Brian Burns, future stars in this league, but they're not quite ready. You know, it's you have this every now and then where a team eventually is going to become a championship contending team, but they're just a year away. They need a year to get acclimated. So this is still the Panthers' year. But the Vikings, they get it done at home. Oh, looky, here comes Hookie. 5-5. Now, after the flailing 1-3 start, 1-5 start, who would bet on this? Who would have wagered this? But we saw in the Titans game, we saw in the Seattle game, flashes, glimpses of what this team could be. This team could be that bully if they just learn how to hold on to leads, if they just learn to show up in games. That's been something that's been massively inconsistent under Mike Zimmer, both game management as well as what team is going to show up game to game to game. Actually, no, wait, they're 6-5. I can count. 6-5, staying alive. Yeah, because they beat the Cowboys. Counting, very important. Next up, so 13. Ask Troy Dye about counting. Apparently he can't. So number 13, week 13, you got the Panthers. Let's try it again. Week 13, you got the Jaguars coming to U.S. Bank Stadium. They could be still stuck on one win. Plus, they benched Gardner Minshew, so they're dead to me. So that's an easy win. That's a win, dog. That's a win. And all of a sudden, Vikings are 7-5. They're going to be in that NFC title contention mix because I think the Packers will drop a low for 2. The Vikings at this stage will be 3-0 in division. 3-1 in division. Forgot about week 1. Everyone forgets about week 1. And all of a sudden, you're sitting pretty. You have a bunch of tiebreakers going in the wild card race, as well as you're still in the NFC North chase as well. So let's get it done. And then all of a sudden, you're in Tampa. You got the Gopher reunion. You got Antoine Winfield Jr. You got Tyler Johnson, even though he's wide receiver 17 on the Bucks. Tom Brady, will he be eroded by this time? You never know. Will the injury bug eventually catch up with the Bucks? It's doing its damnedest, but that defense is legit. I think that they could struggle there. So, We could go full homer on the bit, but we'll be quasi-realistic here. That's a loss. That one hurts. That one hurts. I mean, because the Bucs are 5-2 right now, and they still have Monday night to go, pending on what happens with the Rona. JPP says he wants to blow up the Giants, so I guess we'll see. Week 15, got the Bears coming in, U.S. Bank Stadium, final home game. Come on, son. Be a titanic struggle, but the Vikings get it done. All of a sudden, 8-6, head into the final 2 weeks of the season. Oh, Vikings playing on Friday. Relatively short week. The Saints, I still don't know what to make of the Saints. I don't trust them, and I don't trust them. I don't. Drew Brees can barely throw further than 6 yards downfield. Michael Thomas, will he be cut? Will he be traded by this point? You never really know. But I think the Vikings deliver a Christmas miracle, get it done, and wow. From the depths of depression, from the depths of defeat and loneliness and terribleness that started and marred the 1-5 season, heading into bye. Vikings fans, we had 2 full weeks to brood and yell about the future of Spielman, the future of Zimmer, the future of Kirk Cousins. Cousins should still be cut, and they should still draft a quarterback in the first round, by the way. Woo! So the Vikings moved to 9-6 on the season. Then all of a sudden, final week of the year at Detroit. This ain't Detroit, man. It's a Super Bowl. Damn straight. 10-6. Will that be enough to contend for the NFC North? Don't really care. Don't really care at this point. Yeah, it would be nice to have a home playoff game, but it's certainly not as valuable as it would be in normal seasons when you can actually have a home crowd. So will the Vikings become full-on road warriors, get into the dance as a 6 or 7 seed? And then you never know. You never know what the hell's going to happen. But I think that this is genuinely realistic. I mean, we've seen that this team is too talented for the 1-5 record. Hence, they went out and shocked the world against Green Bay, moved to 2-5. All of a sudden, I mean, who really scares you on this on the schedule? The Bears? No. The Saints? No. They're playing right now. They're having a garbage off. Like, who is more trash? Who is more fraudulent? Who is playing among us? They're all frauds. They absolutely are. Like, maybe the Bucs. The Bucs are the only team that gives you cause for pause. So the Vikings could get hot. They could go on a run. I think at minimum 8-8. And yeah, you could miss the playoffs at 8-8. People will complain about the draft pick. Well, even if the Vikings end up in the top 5, is it really a guarantee that they'll take a quarterback? If Zimmer is still here, he'd be like, well, that Patrick Surtain or Caleb Farley looks really good at cornerback. Of course he would. No. So knock off the tank for blah, blah, blah. You draft where you draft. It's potentially the deepest quarterback draft in NFL history. So you'll get who you get, and you don't complain, and they'll move on with life. Woo! Keep hope alive. Energized, revived. Everyone knew that this Vikings team was too good to lay down and roll over for the Packers, and now they can beat anyone in the damn world. Bring it. I love it. Let's go. All right, so your thoughts, predicting the rest of the Viking schedule, let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, post some in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.